Hi everybody, this is Lena from Stick Around, and this is my first ever YouTube video. And I'm really excited to share my 2025 journaling ecosystem with you today. A little disclaimer, I have bought a tripod for these videos and it stands on my desk, so it can be a little shaky. Because I realized when I take the journals and put them on top or I don't know, touch the desk too much, the camera is shaking. I'm gonna find a solution for this for the next video, but for this one I'm just gonna try to not touch the desk itself that much. So sorry for that. But anyway, I wanted to film this specific video just because first of all, I love the journaling community here on YouTube, and I love talking about my journals, but in the real life, I don't really have many people who journal and who are ready to listen to all of my ramblings, and I really wanted to kind of enter this journaling community online and see what you guys think about how I journal, and maybe I'll get some suggestions and stuff like that, because I'm inspired completely by YouTube. So let's get started. We'll start with my daily journal. I'm trying so hard not to shake the camera. So yeah, maybe a little bit about me before this. So I am 27, going on 28 next month actually. I live in Germany, but I'm originally from Ukraine, and I live with my dog, which is very similar to the dog on the sticker. And yeah, I love journaling. I've been journaling consistently for 2.5 years now. But before that, I also kept diaries when I was a teen and in my early adulthood, and I'm very, very happy to be back and with full force. I've never journaled to the extent that I'm journaling now, so this is very exciting for me. Okay, so as my daily journal, I have a Hobonichi Hon 2025. Its original cover is this fabricy green one with a pattern of snakes, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, I can put a picture also. But as soon as I got it, I loved it, and then 1 or 2 weeks passed and I was like, I'm over it. It was too busy for me and did not really represent what I wanted it to represent. So I just took a black wrapping paper and wrapped around it. I didn't stick it on or anything like that. I just put a clear cover on and it stayed. And I also sticker bombed the wrapping, so to make it more personal. Yeah, I'm not going to do a full flip through here today, because we have a lot of journals to go through, and I didn't want my first video to be like 1 hour because nobody would watch it. So yeah, I'll just explain what I'm doing in each journal and maybe show a couple of spreads. So in my daily journal, I like to have a picture of me on the front from the earliest when I started the journal. So here it's January 4th. And this was my family birthday lunch. Yeah, so that was when I did that. I have just a pattern design carton here because I liked it and I used it as a bookmark, but then I stopped and just put it here. And meme picture from Pinterest, which I adore, that says I'm exactly where I want to be, at home, avoiding people, which is very, very representative, at least for this year of my life and in general as well. I really like spending time at home and being on my own. Yeah, so I do daily journal here, and I also memory keep. So this is not a journal for venting on or processing things. However, there's a lot of personal stuff here that I wouldn't want to share, so I just tabbed it to show the things that I can, at least for now. And then when I'm doing flip throughs, we'll go more in depth. So first I started out as I started this out as my journal and planner, which I realized didn't work for me at all. It worked for a few weeks, I guess, but then I realized that I need to have my to-dos separate from my memories and stuff like that. So on the monthly pages, I try to keep track of my gratitude or the things that happened the day, just a few words. And then my to-do list here on the left. And I also like keeping track of my favorite things for the month, because I think it really represents where I'm at and like my interests. So I'm noting my favorite artists, album, song, book, movie, TV show, food, and day. And my favorite artist is Billie Eilish. You will see a lot of Billie Eilish here, so I'm sorry if you're not into her. Well, I don't really care. Yeah, and then I put a book cover for the book we're reading with my book club, and a quote from Pinterest. So this is how I started. It was very ambitious for me to think that I would keep it up. I'm very prone to planner journal hopping and changing my layouts every so often, like every 3 to 4 weeks. I usually change at least something. So I think my flip throughs could be pretty interesting in terms of variety of things, because I don't tend to do the same thing over and over, because I get fed up with the sameness. So yeah. Then I tried to do a picture a day, which was a bit overwhelming because I cannot really tell what was like. I like looking at all of these pictures, and I did it for like 3 months, I think. But I cannot tell what exactly was happening this month. So I decided to start doing kind of a collage with the pictures that would represent what was happening, like the majority of it, or the main things. So in July I went to see Billie Eilish in London, and it was my first trip to UK, and I also went to Scotland. So these are like 2 main blocks here, and then bits and pieces from the other days. And I also added some text just to comment on what was happening, and I really like how this turned out, and I'm still keeping it up since July basically. In my weeklies, again, it started out as a planner, and I try to do time blocking, which never works for me. I don't know why, but I cannot work with an analog calendar, or like in the monthlies, or an analog weekly spread where I plan out my appointments and stuff like that, because I really love the digital calendars. So that's how I function. But I do plan in weeks. So I love having a sense of my week, and that's how my brain functions. So I love having the to-do list for a week at least. But yeah, I changed my planning process throughout the year a few times, and yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing now. I'm also very big on trackers. So at some point I set up this elaborate spreads with trackers, and I still did some time blocking here just on the top. And then I set up trackers here, and I loved this, but at some point again it became just very overwhelming, and I stopped doing this. I stopped doing that many trackers. Yeah. And what I'm doing now in the weeklies is more of a captain log memory keeping, which is really going to change in 2026, and I'm very excited to share with you what I'm doing for 2026 since I'm already setting it up. But I kind of just did the memory keeping on my weeklies. I've been doing this since like mid of September, and I'm still doing this in some form or another. So I do something for a few weeks and then I switch it up. Now I'm doing like a picture per day, and then I just write in the daily columns and put the highlights here on the side. So this is what I've been doing. This is actually the last week, which I haven't yet finished up, but yeah, I think I'm gonna continue this at least for one more week as well. And then in my dailies, like I started out again just daily journaling about the day. That's the same day from my first ever picture here. And I just write what happened in the day. I usually put the photos or stickers or washi tape. I like to decorate. For me, journaling is big for my creativity and expressing myself, so I love doing that. And yeah, so that's how it's going. Again, I will show you some more spreads in depth in my flip throughs, but basically we're here, which I haven't yet finished. Yeah, we're here in November now, so I have a lot of pictures only, but this is how it's been going with my daily journal. And here in the end, the only thing that I'm really using is this Words to Remember spread, where I put an album cover for my song of the month on Apple Music Replay. Just realized that my October song of the month is the same as the September song of the month. And also I added this vellum page here where I put the books that I've read, but then some of the covers, some of the stickers I needed for other spreads, so I took them off. But yeah, in general, in the end of the year, I would like to have a spread where I also have all the books that I've read in one place. So this is my daily journal. This is gonna change in 2026 as well. Next, I have my media log, which is in hobonichi weeks. And again, I started this as a planner at the beginning of the year when I realized that I wouldn't keep up with the Hon as my planner. But then I switched it up and I set it up as my media journal. So I had a reference page, which I didn't keep up with. I didn't really know what to do with the monthlies in the media journal. So I skipped quite a few. I just put the stickers for the tours, for the concerts I was going to. But then I started planning here again for a month or so. And then here, this is October, where I've been fully using it as my media journal. And what I did is I put like the covers of the TV shows, movies, and books, and album covers of everything that I watched, read, listened to. And I really liked how this turned out. It looks kind of messy, but for me, like, I know, I can tell like at once seeing this what I was into, and this is all familiar for me, so it's not that messy to me. I have books for the book clubs, so these are external book clubs which are like with other people, and this one is my own growth club, where I try to read one scientific nonfiction a month, and then I try to put also the highlights and some more music here. But I realized that I want to have it at least more structured, so that I know like how many books I've read or started this month. So in November this month, I'm doing like this. So I just split the calendar in rows, and I decided that I would have like 2 rows for movies, then 1 row for TV shows, 1 row for books, and 1 row for music. And again, my book club picks. This one, I just try to let myself not fill all available space, not try to fill all the available space. So I just wrote the November here, and I want to put the song of the month here on top, and the Tom Odell concert, which I'm going to this Friday actually. Very excited. Yes, I'm very happy with this spread, even though it's not finished, it's not even half of the month, but I'm very happy with how it's turning out, and I know exactly like how many books I've already read, and it's way more structured, but also very aesthetic to me. So I wanted to talk a bit about the reason why I keep a media journal. It's because I forget everything that I watch and read. It's a bit better with books, because at least I have a very elaborate Goodreads account where I track everything that I try to read or read. And that way I at least know my ratings and how many books I've read in the year and all of that. But I also love watching things, and I never really stuck with any app that helps to track what you're watching. And I forget like all the, even for books, I forget the plot, why I liked it. I forget everything. I just remember if I liked it or not. So yeah, I tend to re-watch a lot of stuff, like Haunting of Hill House. I watched twice in a month. So yeah, that just kind of shows how forgetful I am about this stuff. So I really wanted a place to track what I'm into and what I'm watching in general, because like for example, The Woman in Cabin 10, it's like a 3-star movie to me, and I would have never remembered that I watched it in a month if I hadn't put the cover here. So yeah, with the weeklies, I'm still finding my groove as well. So this is how the year started, or it's even December. Yeah, I put the books that I read, and like I try to, I just put a cover, the star rating, and some thoughts, or nothing, just the cover and the rating. So I really tried to keep it up, but then I again started planning here for a few weeks, and now I'm back media journaling, and I really love it. So this is last week. Again, there's no structure to the spread in general. I just put whatever I watch or listen to here on the left, and then I like on Friday, Saturday or Sunday I go in and fill in the gaps and decide what pictures I want to print. And then, for example, on Tuesday I started a Victorian Psycho, and I just rewrote the synopsis from Goodreads here, and then when I finished it on Thursday, I went in and put my star rating and just a small review. Like I don't do huge reviews usually. And yeah, so I like how this turns out. It looks very empty, like half of the week, but then when it all comes together, I really like how it looks. And this is the week before, for example. Yeah, I don't do much in the notes pages this year because I'm still finding my groove with it, and I ripped out most of the notes pages when I set it up first as a planner and then decided that it will be my media journal. I just had to rip out the pages that I wrote like headers on. So yeah, it's the notes pages in this one is non-existent. Okay, and then for maybe more exciting stuff, a month ago I started my first ever Commonplace book, and this is the stalogy half year in A5. I really like the A5 size and the small grid and the grid in general. So this as soon as I tried this, I realized this is the perfect notebook for me, and I'm very happy that I tried it this year, because actually I decided that I will keep my daily journal in stalogy next year. So yeah, this is my Commonplace book. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it. So this is basically a place where I collect all the things that interest me and that I want to refer back to, either like Wikipedia articles or book reviews, or I had a stash of book quotes that I saved from the books, but I never really referred back to them because they were digital and I don't refer back to digital stuff usually. So yeah, I have a topic inbox here where I put things that I want to Commonplace about, and then I have this very minimal, I like this page a lot. It's kind of weird to say, but yeah, I just put when I started it, and the place, and my email, and then I have a legend or a key for the topics that I want to Commonplace about, or the icons I put for different notes. And then I just split it in the, so here I have also the index where I number the pages starting from the first entry, and I just put the same color code here to quickly reference, and then put a title or a quick summary of what I was writing about. So yeah, here for example, one of the entries, the first one, actually this sparked my interest in starting a Commonplace book. So I rewrote a part of a Wikipedia article about frisson, which is the goosebumps that you get when you're listening to music or have this like aesthetic experience. And I put a source here, a date, the color code, which is music, which is the first thing always. And then, yeah, I basically copied this part of the article, and I really loved the writing experience here. And yeah, that's why, like I said, I already had a hobonichi cousin Avec, for the next year to try as my daily journal. But as soon as I tried this, I was like, no, I will be trying stalogy as my daily journal, because I really like the freedom in here, that there's no spreads. In the Hon, I don't like, or in the cousin, I do not like the quotes, because I always have to cover them up somehow, or sometimes I just ignore them. but they are always like kind of an eyesore for me. So I'll be trying the stalogy notebook. Here are some book quotes, and I also put like from the books that I read recently. I put a cover and my little review. Yeah, very happy with this one. I just decorated it today before this video, but yeah, I'm very excited for it to be completely filled, and I purposefully bought a half year just so that I can fill it up quicker and faster and sooner. That's what I was meaning to say, and just have it all filled up. I think it will be an amazing feeling. Okay, let me check if I'm still recording. It seems like it. All right, next I have a junk journal, which in a planning slump, I decided to go and buy a Leuchtturm notebook like I used to do in my university years, and do a bullet journal. But as soon as I love this color. This is my favorite color, actually. And as soon as I brought it home and made a few spreads, I was like, no, I cannot. Like, after trying a structured page and grid and paper of hobonichi, I was like, I cannot go back. It's not, at least for now, it's not for me. So I set it up as my junk journal. I didn't have one. I like scraps and stuff like that, so I do like very different spreads here. Well, it's also a lot on like memory keeping, like I did here from the Billie Eilish concert, but also sometimes it's just junk that I find aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. That's my junk journal. I do it like once a month, maybe. I have a journaling cart where I keep all my junk for the month, and then I go back and do all the spreads in one go, because I find it very easy and very quick to do, so it doesn't take a lot of time, but I don't do it like every week or day. I also have well, this is a Moleskine journal, which I had bought as a diary first, but then when I moved to Hobonichi, it just became kind of, it's already from like 2023, I think. It's now kind of my creative journal, where I do spreads about things I like, but they're not necessarily like the chronological entries or my processing or something like that. So like, for example, I had done my complete physical TBR here, so I printed out every single book that I had on my physical TBR and just pasted them here. I love seeing book, like that's why I'm also keeping the media journal. I love seeing book covers, TV show covers, posters, I mean movie posters, all of that stuff on paper, because they're not necessarily analog, where the books are, but you know what I mean. I love how colorful this spread turned out, and I also did kind of a similar spread with the music, so just music I'm inspired by in August this year. So I just printed out a bunch of album covers, and if you're interested in any of these, please hit me up, because I love talking about music as well. Yeah, so I come in here whenever I have inspiration and a spark of creativity, and I just let it all out here. Okay, I also have, so like I said, I don't really vent or process things in my daily journal anymore. and for that purpose I have this Moleskine notebook. They come in a pack of 3, and I used it for something else initially, but then I decided I need to do morning pages, but then I realized it could be also evening pages, so now I call it me pages, which is kind of very nice, because I don't put a pressure on myself to journal in the morning or in the evening. I journal whenever I want to. This I can show you because it's really hard to read my handwriting in here. But I love this dated stickers that I got, and I put them as a date, and I will use them as well for my daily journal next year, because it will be a stalogy and it's undated, obviously, so I will be using these stickers. But it's just text where I process things, and I really love this practice. Like, it helped me a lot throughout the month that I've been using it. Yeah, so this is also part of my current ecosystem. And kind of the last part, I have a few journals that I can't show you. Like, I have my work planner here, but it's very confidential. I'm a software engineer. And yeah, I cannot show you pretty much anything in it, but it's an undated Muji planner, because I couldn't get my hands on a dated one last year, but I got it for the next year. Yeah, so I guess I can show you, because I just decorated it and it's empty. Yeah, I got the dated one. I love this structure for my work. It works very well, and I'm excited to keep using it, but I won't be showing the insides. What I can show you is my current kind of planners. So like I said, I decided that planning in a hobonichi in my daily journal is not an option for me. So I decided I would try take a note, because I think their layout is something that could really work for me. I always try to plan, even digitally, I try to find the apps that kind of give you the columnar layout for the days. And like with Take a Note, where they have a week on 2 pages, it's really something that I've been looking for. So these are just their record series booklets, but I did order the A5 planner for the next year. I just wanted to try out the layout, and it works amazingly. I've been in this for more than 7 weeks, I think, and I ordered another one just to finish the year also here. So they kind of have this small horizontal weekly section here for each day, and then a week on 2 pages in a column format. And this timeline is very unobtrusive. I find it really very freeing, and like, yeah, not as strict as the hobonichi weeklies, and there's a lot more space even here, but in the A5 size it will be like more than enough. What I do, I'll just show you a completed week. What I do is I put like a sticker or a picture that I like here on top. I write the dates. I do a small tracker for my habits, and then write the to-dos for the week here. So I don't really use this weekly layout because it's very small, but I think in the A5 size I will be able to add some more things in here. And then I split the days here on top with like a gray line to write my appointments and like birthdays or all-day events here. And then I just do my to-dos in a column, and it it works really well. Like I probably won't be doing a flip through of this one in the other video, so I can just show you. Sometimes I do micro journal here, but now I have another one for this purpose. Yeah, here in gray I just denoted when I was busy or when I had like work meetings, so that I know. But yeah, I love how versatile this is, and how I can, like, I tried a few different spreads here. Here I was on vacation and I made a long list of things. I love how, like, I really like lists, if you haven't noticed. And I love how this layout really accommodates that. So I can really like write, if I skip a week of planning, I can go back and just write a random list here. So yeah, I haven't really used the monthly here, I just cross out the days. And this is my current planner, which is like, looks very tiny and unimportant, but it is very, very helpful. And then I have a separate booklet for, I really like this planner, how's it called? Project planner from the record series, because it's a very nice layout where you can really use it for whatever you want, and you can track all the different stuff. There's a lot of pages here. I actually ordered this again to set it up for the next year as a separate like tracker booklet. Again, I will explain more in a 2026 lineup video. But here I just use two things. I do my gratitude log here per month. Again, these lines are so unobtrusive that I can just write through them, and they don't bother me. And I do tracker here, so I'll show you the October one. I like that I can change what I track and how I track it from month to month. And this is really it for me, because I cannot stick with one type of tracking for the whole year. And yeah, I just track some habits here, and then my mood, my energy, and screen time. This is big for me right now. I've been really trying to limit my screen time a lot. So now in November I'm tracking when my screen time is less than 2 hours a day, and I track my steps here. And yeah, I enjoy tracking because I can see the changes and the growth over time, and this is something I really value. Yeah, so this is my tracker. I actually haven't really seen anybody having a separate book for tracking stuff. Maybe in the travelers notebook setups, but not recently. Like I haven't come across this type of setup. And my second to last one is my Magpie journal. I took this name from Elanim here on YouTube. I love her videos. And basically I just keep this at my desk all the time, and I do my to-dos for the day, and then the captain log of what's been happening. It was really helping actually when I started it, because this first few days, so Wednesday, Thursday, I think last week, I didn't end up daily journaling because I was so busy at work. But this really helped me because I could go back and backfill everything that I needed to in my other journals. And I love how I can just write a random thought here. Yeah, I started putting some stickers here, and yeah, that's it. I really like this. This is again taken out weekly, slim weekly. I'm just using it from the back. But for the next year, since I really like the idea and it's very helpful for the days when I'm at the office. I'm working from home on Mondays and Fridays, but Tuesday through Thursday I'm at the office, and I don't want to carry all of my planners and journals with me, especially since I love the A5 size and the big books. So I just carried this. And I already ordered an stalogy B6 Slim, which I think is more or less the hobonichi Weeks size. I think it's a little bit wider. Yeah, and I will be trying that one. I think it will work out perfectly for this purpose. And it's also very thick, which I love. And last but not least, I have my dog's journal, which I kind of set it up accidentally because I saw this notebook when I was visiting Ukraine last year, and I just got my dog last year as well. And unfortunately, she had a lot of medical issues in her first year with me, so I decided I could mark all of the vet visits with her, and how much I paid, and what was returned by the insurance and refunded, and like her health symptoms and all of that, the medication. And then, yeah, thankfully she recovered fully from all of this by the end of last year. So this year I haven't done much. I just put our vet visits here and did some general journaling about like how she's doing and when we're switching up the food. And actually this week she is finishing the dog school, which we skipped last year, obviously, for the obvious reasons. And I've been just journaling for every session what we're learning and how she's doing and all of that stuff. And here I am tracking her whistle yes. So this is my dog, Luna. Okay, so this is it for at least this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really liked talking about my journals with you. Here's a little sneak peek of my 2026 lineup. Not full yet, the taken out hasn't come in yet. But I'm very excited to share my journey with you and the plans for the next year, and I'm very excited to be part of the journaling community in general, but especially on YouTube, which has always sparked my interest and creativity and the motivation to do all of this and express myself through my journals. So I'm first of all very grateful for all of you who are watching this and maybe making your own videos, because it's very fulfilling for me to talk about them. So thank you, and hope you have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.